In a small town, nestled among rolling hills and quiet streets, there lived a mother named Emma. She wasn't famous or wealthy, but she possessed something far more valuable, a heart full of love for her children, Lily and Ben. Her life was simple, but within that simplicity, there was a profound beauty that only those who truly knew her could see. From the moment Emma became a mother, her world shifted. No longer was she just Emma, she became the center of her children's universe, the steady hand that guided them through life. Each day began with her soft touch, her gentle voice waking Lily and Ben with words of love and encouragement. Every morning, Emma would rise before the sun, her body tired but her spirit unwavering. She'd prepare breakfast, carefully crafting each meal with the same care an artist gives to a masterpiece. The kitchen was filled with the scent of pancakes and fresh coffee, but more than that, it was filled with love. Emma made sure that every day started with a warm meal and a note tucked into each lunchbox, a small piece of her heart sent with her children into the world. But life wasn't always kind to Emma. There were days when the weight of the world seemed too heavy to bear. The bills would pile up, and the nights grew long as she worked late into the evening, sewing clothes to earn a little extra money. The sewing machine's rhythmic hum was the soundtrack to her quiet battles, each stitch a reminder of her sacrifices. Yet, no matter how tired she was, she never let her children see her struggle. Emma's love was a beacon, guiding her children through life's storms. When Lily and Ben faced their own challenges, bad grades, broken friendships, the uncertainties of growing up, it was Emma who was there to comfort them. She didn't have all the answers, but she had the one thing they needed most: unconditional love. Lily remembered the nights when she couldn't sleep, her mind racing with worries about school and friends. Emma would sit by her bedside, brushing her hair and telling her stories of brave knights and wise queens, but most importantly, stories of love and resilience. In those moments, Lily felt safe, knowing that no matter what happened, her mother would always be there to protect her. Ben, too, had his moments of doubt. He was quieter, more introspective, and sometimes struggled to find his place in the world. But Emma never pushed him to be someone he wasn't. She understood him in a way only a mother could. She nurtured his curiosity, encouraged his dreams, and celebrated his uniqueness. It was Emma who gave Ben the confidence to follow his passions, to believe that he could be anything he wanted to be. As the years passed, the bond between Emma and her children only grew stronger. She watched with pride as Lily and Ben became young adults, each carving out their own path in the world. But even as they grew older, Emma's love remained the same, steadfast, unwavering, and all-encompassing. One cold winter's night, when the family faced a particularly tough time, the power went out, and the house was plunged into darkness. Lily and Ben, now teenagers, were frustrated and worried about the cold and the darkness. But Emma saw an opportunity to turn the situation into something special. She gathered her children around the fireplace, and they huddled together under blankets. By the flickering light of the fire, Emma began to tell stories, tales from her childhood, stories of their father, who had passed away when they were young, and stories of hope and perseverance. In that moment, the darkness didn't seem so frightening. They laughed, shared memories, and felt the warmth of their mother's love surrounding them like a protective shield. The world outside might have been cold and uncertain, but in that little living room, all was well. Emma's sacrifices were many. She gave up her own dreams to make sure her children could follow theirs. She wore the same coat for years, so Lily could have a new dress for prom. She skipped meals so Ben could have the football gear he needed to play his favorite sport. But never once did she complain, never once did she make them feel like they were a burden. Her love was a quiet, powerful force, unseen but always felt. As time went on, Emma's children grew into successful, kind, and loving adults. They left the small town for big cities, chasing dreams that their mother had always encouraged. But they never forgot the lessons she had taught them, the love she had given them so freely. And every holiday, they would return home, to the house where they grew up, to the mother who had given them everything. They would sit around the dinner table, now filled with their own families, and they would look at Emma, now older, but still as loving and strong as ever. "Everything we are," Lily would say, "is because of you, Mom." Ben would nod in agreement, "We owe it all to you." Emma would smile, her heart full, knowing that every sacrifice, every sleepless night, and every small act of love had been worth it. Her children were her greatest achievement, the proof that love truly does conquer all. In the end, a mother's love is endless, timeless, and unconditional. It is the foundation upon which children grow, and the legacy that lives on in their hearts. Emma may not have been famous or wealthy, but she had given her children the greatest gift of all, her love. And that, in the end, was more than enough.